Alright, what's going on guys? Crimson here. Season 3 for the finals is here and it seems that the consensus is overwhelming. This new season is not received well by the players. In this video I'll be going over feedback I have seen from players and going over Embark's thought process on the current ranking system and what led to their current decision and determine if Season 4 the finals can make a comeback. Embark's post on the ranking system will be provided in the description below for those who want to read it alone or follow along. Let's get into it. Right now Season 3 seems to be plagued by two main factors, balancing and replayability. First, with balancing, this issue may seem redundant since the beginning of the finals' lifetime, the player base has always felt that one weapon or class is stronger than the rest. Now, depending on what class you play, your own answer may vary. Embark tries to do their best to satisfy the entire player base, but it's not that easy. As of Season 3, throwing knives in the LH1 had received powerful buffs, but later had those changes either reduced or reverted within the following patches. I have seen comments that Embark focuses too much on nerfing weapons instead of giving them buffs, and that the nerfs are making certain options not viable anymore and ruining variety. For me personally, I think the main culprit of Embark's balancing was the M60. So far, it is the least used gun in existence and has received the most amount of changes that do not make it better. For example, the new LMG recoil changes completely have changed how the gun feels when firing. As well, they just nerfed the damage from 22 to 19, which means a lot for the gun. The FAMAS, after receiving a recent buff, is seeing a little bit more play within the finals, but has a long way to go. I personally think the FAMAS shines in a few scenarios, but it's really hard to justify using it due to its slow fire rate and burst capabilities, making it hard to keep up in close and long ranges. Gun really only shines with accurate hip fire. In terms of replayability, this will vary from person to person. Specifically, I have seen the difficulty for solo. At the moment, there are no solo-friendly modes since Season Solo Banquet was taken out. Currently, there are players asking for a team deathmatch mode, which I think could be a very healthy temporary mode, as the current modes in the finals focus on objective and team play. And for new players or players just wanting to improve their weapon skill, playing the standard modes might be too difficult. But as a patch, currently in patch 3.4.0 for the Banquet game mode, Embark has removed team wipes, decreased respawn times from 17 to 10 seconds, and now allow you to switch contestants while you're dead. Which is huge essentially for the quality of life for this game, because Banquet is now the TDM mode we've been asking for. As well, in conjunction with this update, World Tour has now received an info panel that will display the new Emerald rank. This rank will currently be available later in the season, but you have to reach Gold 1 in order to participate. During the introduction of Season 2, Embark has tried to address the concerns surrounding the cash out rank system by introducing their 2.0 ranking system, which ultimately left players confused on where they stood in ELO and when they could rank. After this backlash, they decided it was best to rebuild the system from the ground up and remove cash out as the ranked mode to address the enhancements. I'll try to summarize Embark's address on this topic the best I can, but I'll also leave the full article in the description for you guys so you can read yourself. Here are some main takeaways from Season 1. While Embark was creating the rank system, they recognized that determining skill is more than just a kill, death, or win-loss ratio. You have revives, cash out steals, well-placed turrets, and how players set up to defend and attacking a cash out. There are thousands of variables that can determine a player's skill, and this is where the problem arises. Embark's goal in Season 1 ranked was a slightly different ELO style system to take players on a journey through the different leagues before reaching their actual skill rate, and for players to be rewarded for spending time playing the game and moving up through the ranks. For many players, this is more fun than having a skill rating system that doesn't move a lot once reached, like in a typical ELO system. The Season 1 system utilized skill rating and fame points in tandem to maintain the ranked journey formula. But this system led players getting diamond from just playing the game and left a lot of matches unbalanced due to the overall lack in total skill. In Season 2, they dropped the old fame system in favor of a skill point system for tracking seasonal progress, a system that was more closely linked to players' skill rating than in Season 1. As they played, players would progress through the ranks but would plateau once they hit their actual skill rating, causing their skill and league ratings to be in sync at this point. Unfortunately, this system led to an unbalance as silver players and a platinum player could both have the same skill rating but vastly different ELO rating, thus leading them to match together due to that skill rating. As well, since the new system was more linked to player skill than ELO, many players struggled to rank up to what their ranked should have. This happened because Embark did not have enough data to rework the ranking system, leading to another failure. Embark then quotes, "The overwhelming feedback from our competitive players is that they would prefer to play a more traditional FPS ranked mode with an ELO style rating system, where their visible skill / league rating is an accurate measure of their overall skill level. The downside is that players may not experience much skill growth or ranked progress during a season. This realization from Embark has led to where we are today. But to summarize, Embark had recognized that the ELO system, while it can easily find a player's skill rate, the downside was that since their skill was already mapped out, players would reach a plateau in their rating and could not make meaningful improvements to further. Season 2 tried to address the issues caused from this rank system that weighed in heavily on skill points earned while still accommodating a ranked journey, which saw some players having their skill rating and ELO rating sync up over time, but caused players of different ranks to still match up with each other. Of course, changes like these do not come without backlash, as players are straight up quitting the finals, as ironically, they like the uniqueness of cash out gameplay compared to the already saturated 5v5 bomb game modes. This new change has upset many players, all the way from pro players even to randoms. It is hard for me to tell players in good faith just to wait until Season 4 because the ranked scene is what a lot of players care about. As well for me to tell them just to go play World Tour for cash out or just hold on for the next 90 days or so would just be me ignoring the entire audience of my bias for the game. I understand how frustrating it is to witness a game you have been comfortable with for many years straight up become reworked and its identity almost changed entirely. This feeling mostly can be felt by Call of Duty enjoyers, as each new edition is always changing up the formula in some way compared to games that have always been the same for a relatively long time, like Siege or Counter-Strike. Undoubtedly, we're witnessing what happens when you try to build a ranking system from the ground up, and which is why big studios like Call of Duty have to wait multiple seasons just to implement a viable ranking system even with all their data in their possession. Trying to make a ranking system that is fair, fun, and rewarding is a real challenge, and gathering data to properly implement these changes is no joke. And I highly encourage everyone to read Embark's article in the description and take it into consideration next time you're outraged with your favorite games ranked. Now, to answer the question, can the files recover for Season 3? I say it's very possible. I know for a fact that Embark will be scrambling for the next couple months in order to get Season 4 to be perfect, or else the finals may dip into irrelevance and drown from expectations. Anyway guys, that's it for me. Make sure to like and subscribe, and as well follow the end cards at the end of this video for more content like this. Until next time guys, peace.
I'll just go in and
Sit in the back, ayy, bitches all on my lap. They said, Billy, damn, so cold. I'm so chilly, yeah, my neck froze. Yeah, I'm gonna kill it, I'm thinking I'm like, oh, yeah. You think it's a joke? Your girlfriend just text me, she on the way over. Bend that bitch over, fucking the road, but call it a night. Wake up and start over. Ayy, shit's so wavy.